What do you know? 600,000 people have subscribed to this channel as of this moment. How intriguing. I wonder why. Perhaps it's my simultaneously charismatic and uncharismatic personality. Perhaps it's my simultaneously outlandish but genius analyses. Or perhaps it's because I'm too mysterious. Way too mysterious. In theory, that should hinder channel growth due to the increasingly societal trend of millennials praising emotional individuality, which unfortunately is replaced with logical individuality for my personality, but I suppose I shall make do with this event and increase your knowledge base of who I am, one very tiny stepping stone at a time. So like one of my last subscriber specials, you requested a Q&A. What questions do you have for me? This will all be unscripted from this point forward, and I fear for my anonymity. Hello, I'm the Theorizer, and here are the questions. How old are you? Nice try. I'm not gonna go that deep yet. Do a theory on yourself. If I were you, I would theorize that, well, you'd probably think I'm a nerd, but I'm pretty cool. I would say myself if I said so. But I have a very biased opinion of myself, of course, because I'm myself, and that's the definition of bias. However, if you'd like some information on me, you can go to that website, Wikitubia, or whatever it's called. I discussed it in my theory on theory channels, so that's probably the best thing you'd want. Watch the video. I guess I can put a card above, or whatever. Click it. A compilation video of your best theories. I could review my best theories on like a playlist I have on my channel. So the best theory on my channel, and this is according to my opinion and a bunch of other just general opinion, it's a bit systematic too though, is that my best theory is probably, and people may disagree with this if they watch the other ones, because a lot of people in fact don't understand my videos, especially if they're not a part of this rather niche community. The best one I'd say is my theory on Syndrome's parents from The Incredibles, sheerly because of the presentation of the very end of it, and that little secret thing kind of that makes so perfect sense. But other than that, I wouldn't say it's my best theory. And then also up there would probably be some of my Coraline theories. On the playlist I have Coraline Part 12, but that's only because of the presentation again. At number 3 I have my Charlie and the Chocolate Factory theory, and that would be because it's a very long video, and the music is very nice in the video. I'm very, very specific about the music I want to use in my videos. At number 4, I probably have the most deserving theory to be on that list, and it's The Amazing Truth About Ratatouille. That video, oh my god, it's easily my best work technically, as is my Roz theories on Monsters, Inc. I also have my Meet the Robinsons theory up there because it's the evidence is just, it's way too much. Same with my other Willy Wonka theory, my Lorax theory, not because of the theory I made on how Audrey is the Lorax, but because of the theory inside of it about how Ted's grandpa is the Onceler. Then I have more Coraline, Megamind for obvious reasons, it's got a lot of evidence, Paranorman, and then of course my fairy godmother theories on Shrek. I loved making them. As are my Patrick theories, also a ton fun to make, they're crazy, but whatever. And finally, yeah, I've got my very underviewed theory on a Zelda game called Phantom Hourglass, which I did a really good theory on that. But that's about it, I guess you can look at the playlist. How about a giant special where you explain theories people were confused about? Okay, so yes, so basically all of my theories that have high dislike ratio, it still doesn't really beat out the likes, but higher than normal, like 1 dislike for every 15 likes or 1 for every 20, that's low for my channel. If it's like that, then it's most likely because a ton of people did not understand what I was getting at. And I don't have the time to respond to every single person who doesn't understand, because there will always be someone, so I kind of just leave it there and cringe as the dislikes rise. So my most confusing theory to date would probably be the one I made back in 2015 on the viral video, Dumb Ways to Die. Most people thought I was making it on the video game, which I was not. It's on the video, first of all. Second of all, it went so crazy viral all of a sudden, years after, for absolutely no reason. I don't know why. It was like YouTube's algorithm had a glitch. People thought that I was going in, like some kind of CinemaSins knockoff, and trying to say how this is wrong. You could not die from that or that or that in the video. What I was doing was I was scientifically explaining each thing that happens in the video and how if it could technically kill you. And this was because people back then requested it for my channel, so I did it. But everyone thought I was trying to go in and debunk a video that was obviously fictional. It's just I'm trying to explain what would happen in the real world. And I don't know how people didn't see that. And still to this day, people don't see that, and it's weird. Another one people clearly misunderstood, I think, was Syndrome Part 3. That was more of a brainstorming session, but everyone who watched it thought I was trying to say everything that I was saying in, like, stone, and it was like what I was actually saying, but that's not true at all. It was a brainstorming session that was spawned from the first 2 parts, which was also kind of just a general idea that Syndrome could be a superhero. But all my core theory was based around that island and stuff like that, and that's why I like it so much, but everyone was just kind of like, eh. Finally, the other one that a lot of people misunderstood, but it's because, again, it went viral to different people who are not a part of this theory niche. It was sent off to a bunch of, I assume, little, well, children who wanted to watch Moana, and it was on like the YouTube Kids app for a dark theory. I don't know why they let it on there. And so it was all these little children saying, you're making mad Moana. And I'm fine if I make a movie dark. I mean, people like that, but they were not happy with that. So I assumed at first the dislike ratio was because a ton of people didn't like the theory, but then I realized, oh, it's mostly just because I've got all these little children watching it. What were you like in high school? Well, I don't quite know how to answer that. I was interesting. I was very, for people who understand personality theory, because that's a very big interest of mine, all kinds of personality. I'm an NTP, I'm probably an INTP, but they're very similar. Basically, that is your answer. Very stereotypical of that. Kind of crazy and weird often, just because I have that kind of humor. But also, I would take these random interests that I really had. I would just not care about certain classes, but super care about others, and I'd get these weird lopsided grades. What are my favorite foods and drinks? Oh, this is a good question. I, as does most of the world, like pepperoni pizza. I like strawberry milkshakes. I like hamburgers. You know, tasty, kind of bad food. Probably my favorites, but that's common. I mean, it's been rated in some studies that pizza is the favorite food, and of all kinds of pizza, it's been often also rated that pepperoni is the most popular kind of food, so I am very cliched in that sense. What is my job? My job is YouTube. I manage to do it full time, and at some points I'm just barely slipping by. But at other points, of course, because YouTube is so unpredictable, and currently their stats are kind of messed up for my channel, I'm not quite sure what to do to fix it. But this is my job, yeah. My most popular theories, well, you can just go to the channel and search it and order it by popular. But I think my Moana video and a Coraline video of mine and my Dumb Ways to Die, I think those are my most popular ones. Daily life of the Theorizer. Yes, to better help get me known as an individual. Yes, of course. So I have basically a long list of things to do each day for my channel, because I do get behind and then I get way ahead. I am behind schedule, and my schedule is ahead. So I try to always be far ahead of schedule, but I'm currently behind far ahead of schedule, if that makes any sense. But I mostly work on YouTube, like seriously. My videos don't take too long to make, but I'm constantly making new ones, so it can get a bit tricky. Also, I do have some health issues at the moment, so it kind of makes me very tired, and I do have to work a lot. Far-fetched theory I ever came up with? Probably. This is hard, because all my theories are far-fetched in their own right, and some are just terrible, but not far-fetched. I'd probably say, and this is considered by a lot of people who hate my videos, that my Kung Fu Panda Purgatory Dream Theory was bad. It could make sense, but it's really just not good. But everything else I've made was either a great idea or had evidence, but this was bad and kind of far-fetched. And the only reason I made it was because it was the first kind of lore or hidden story analysis that I made after getting my new microphone. Which, by the way, at the time, was tricky because I had no idea how to set up the microphone, and if you listen to me back then, I sound so much different because I had no idea how to record my voice because I had used a robot because I didn't have a proper microphone, and then I finally went out and bought one, and I didn't know how to use it, and it took me like 6 months to really get into it, and then it took me another 6 months to figure out the most optimum placement to set it up. So over the course of 2016 to like the middle of 2017, my voice keeps changing. One video it'll sound one way, and then the next it'll sound a completely different way. I finally found the best placement though, and it was basically under a table. It is so ghetto. You need to throw shade on all those boys out there stealing your theories. Yes, I did at the end of my second Megamind Metro Man theory. Do you have any pets? If yes, do a pet reveal. I have a pet, and I have revealed her in many videos, and on my Twitter, yes. She's named Lily. In fact, she's a main character on my second channel's weird ARG gaming series thing. I already discussed this a bunch in another subscriber special, I think my 400,000 or 500,000. A montage of me losing my mind and or funny moments. I do! I post one at the end of every year. Please theorize your profile pic. Okay, so this profile pic of mine. Oh. So first of all, it took me a year to realize that I've written one of the 4 kinematic equations wrong in my profile picture, so that's kind of upsetting. And then the kinetic energy, yeah, that's all fine. It's really bad. It's based off 2016 Theorizer theme with the chalkboard, and I haven't changed it. I've tried, but I don't really know what to do. On my second channel, I have this video where I've compiled together all of the different songs I use in my videos as the background, and the thumbnail is actually, I didn't know what to put there, so I just put a picture of what my possible future thumbnail could be. I don't know. I'll put a card to that video in the top again. What do you think of MatPat and his theories? Okay, so I actually really like MatPat. I like his theories. I think they're really good. Particularly, I really love the ones, the Mario ones and some of the film theories that he made in 2015, 16, 14. His 2017 and 2018 ones, they're still good, but a lot of them are statistical analyses, I guess you could call them, and a lot of physics, and he doesn't do as many lore theories as he used to, or not as many specific kind of that same kind of detective lore theory, except for Five Nights at Freddy's, which, absolutely amazing series. Yeah, definitely very well done series there. What would my job be if I didn't do YouTube? Oh, God. I don't know, I have an interest in mathematics, but I'm too lazy to teach it. I have, of course, got an interest in solving things, and everyone who knows me thinks I'm this computer techie nerd person, but I don't know anything really about the inner workings of computers. I'm just, because of my personality type, I'm just really good at solving, and I love systems to dissect. So whenever I'm faced with a new problem, I'm very good at breaking it down. So of course, it was quick to learn editing videos and stuff like that. But I just don't really have as big an interest in certain types of computer things. I'm not really a computery person, so that wouldn't be my job. So I don't really know, actually. My favorite horror movie? I like cosmic horror, I like mystery type horror, I like... The movie It is pretty good, but I don't know I'd say it's my favorite. I also like The Shining, but again, I don't know if it's my favorite. My favorite comedy movie? I don't know. I really don't know. Animated movie? I made a whole entire video on this. I really like The Incredibles, and I really like Inside Out, but I also like Shrek and Madagascar, and I don't know, I can't pick. I'm not good at picking a favorite. Action-adventure movie? I don't know. Or favorite genre of any film? Well, that's easy. I like Inception, I like Interstellar. The end. I like those movies the most. That's about all I've managed to figure out, is that I like Inception and Interstellar the most, for a very different reason than most people. I guess it's the concept of going somewhere so completely far away, but it's still so close to where you started. Like with Inception, they're all dreaming in these crazy faraway places, but they're still in their mind, in the same room they started in. And in Interstellar, he goes across the universe into a black hole, and it's this crazy thing, yet it's all projected behind his daughter's bookshelf. It's crazy, weird concepts, and then the time dilation at the end is just, it gives off this phenomenal feel to someone like me, and it's weird. It's literally kind of things that I've dreamt about but cannot explain, and the whole theme of that is put into Christopher Nolan's movies. It's so hard to explain, but it's so well done. Tell me more about my personal life? Oh, what was going on with that surgery? Yeah. So, back in 2017, in like October, I was put into the hospital because I stopped absorbing nutrients. I was very dehydrated and I was starving and I'd lost a ton of weight, and they figured out that I have an autoimmune disease, and basically what it does is it causes lots of pain and inflammation inside of my digestive system and on other body systems, and it makes me feel basically very, very, very sick. They ended up getting me on medication and I ended up getting a bit better, but it didn't really work, and so I've still been continuously sick since October 2017, and it's never really gotten better. And it's mostly just I feel very, very tired, lots of pain in the digestive system, that kind of thing. But it's nothing too severe as to prevent me from creating YouTube in the future. Favorite film, TV show, or piece of media in general? So I just said, yeah, it's basically some Christopher Nolan movies. Okay, a bunch of questions. Okay. Favorite color? I don't know. Red or green? When's my birthday? Nice try. Here, I'll tell you this much, because there are some websites that really want to know when my birthday was. Like that website called Famous Birthdays. People keep asking me for that website. So my birthday, I'll give you this much. It was in October. Cake or pie? I guess cake, because I like icing. That's about the only reason. Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings? Well, I haven't seen Lord of the Rings, I know. But I've seen Harry Potter, so I guess I could say that. Favorite books and comics? Well, I got really enthralled into this comic series called Bone. It's like this fantasy adventure type action thing. And books, well, I've read the whole Percy Jackson series, but that was when I was younger. How old are you? How old are you? Oh my god! Okay, fine. I'll make you calculate my age. I was half as old as I currently am, about 4 years or so before the year Claymationator began. Take from that what you will, as your hint lies in the knowledge of the history of the current channel you are viewing. Could you do a theory on the state of YouTube currently? YouTube! Interesting platform, yes. Very unpredictable, which I don't like. Has a tendency to drop me 1 year. Here's the statistics of my channel. My content's only gotten definitionally better, but my views, as you can clearly see on this line in 2018, and my subscribers especially, have dropped significantly. And it's nothing that I've done. In fact, I held a poll a while back, and almost everyone, 60% of my viewers, said they had no idea that almost every video I've posted for the past few months did even exist. They had no idea it even existed. Like, this is crazy, YouTube. I contacted them and they said, well, tell your subscribers to click the little bell. So I've been doing that at the end of videos, much to my great chagrin, because I don't like having things infiltrate my videos at the end. I like them. I treat them like almost pieces of art that I've created, right? So I don't like having these things that break out of the whole mold and say, hey, this is a YouTube video. Subscribe. Like, I didn't used to say that. I don't like to say that. It's the same thing with thumbnails. I don't like making clickbaity. I mean, I like to have it open-ended enough for people to click, but I also like make my thumbnails look cool. I like making them look cool. And also, I fear in the future that I'll have to do sponsorships or a Patreon, which I also don't like, because then I'd have to be breaking into the video to do something that isn't entirely mine. But I might have to in the future. I mean, that actually might be better than advertisements, technically, because with my ads, they kind of interrupt the videos, so that's my theory on the state of YouTube. How to deal with people who hate on my videos? Well, I make a subscriber special about them all. I want to know more about your schedule, boy. Okay, so here's my schedule. There you go, my schedule. I am, unlike any YouTuber I think ever, I am planned over a year in advance. Yes, over a year, and I have videos already set to automatically upload from like, good God, it's like 25 weeks in advance. Yes, I am ahead. And so when I'm behind, when I say I'm ahead, I'm still technically ahead. It's just that I feel personally irritated. When are my Coraline memes going to be featured in one of your videos? Yeah, so this person makes Coraline memes. Look at this. Look at this one. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's like a rage comic. It's excellent. Ugh. I love this kind of thing. Do more fan art. I mean, I have never received fan art, and I very rarely receive people who react to my videos. I like to see what actually people are thinking other than comments, right? I swear to God, my channel is an endless series of Q&As until people barely know me. Maybe I should show other montages right now. Would you like a scary montage?
You know about that?
I know everything.
You gotta admit, this will be a great story to tell me someday. You know about that?
I know everything.
You gotta admit, this will be a great story to tell me someday. This will be a great story to tell me someday.
Which one? Well, if it's true that her parents truly could be Scarlet and Herb Wild, then who would have killed them? Who killed Scarlet Overkill? If Gru or his dad ended up going back to finish the job, then Lucy's infiltration of Gru's family unit is nothing more than a massive conspiracy to destroy Gru from the inside. The evil AVL gave her a complex villain despite her being a rookie because they know she wants revenge, but she fell in love with him in the end and now she's trapped between two worlds of equal villainy. Hello. I saw a small circular dot in the corner of the Beldam's hair. It could be part of her spine, so I brightened some more and got this. A very distinct imprint amongst blackness. Very hard to find and apparent with a second small circle just adjacent. And the only tragic way to cover it up would be to get rid of the baby and pray he gets found by... Oh, crap. That's right. The most stunning and unbelievable thing I just realized is this. Immediately after Tala gave the heart to Moana, she began to die. Just then. She suddenly begins to decease due to unknown causes. I can't believe I didn't align these things together, holy crap. My theory here is that Tala was using the heart to keep herself alive until she could teach Moana everything. What's killing Tala then? I believe her age was draining her like the rest of the life was being drained from the island. Boom. She gave Moana all she needed, then bam, dead after she relinquished the gem. She even caused a shockwave when she died, almost like a major and important power was let loose from her. Her tie to the ocean is seen deeper, and when the ocean literally conjures her spirit to console Moana, boom! What more must I prove here? I think it's even a possibility that the ocean has adapted her personality from the decades of her befriending and wielding it. It has sarcasm, comedy, treats Maui in the exact same way that Tala suggested Moana to do, and of course, it manifested itself as Tala to comfort Moana. Where'd this necklace come from? Well, I'm not too sure, but as we see long ago, Moana's ancestors had the exact same one around their neck. What? How did I just notice that? Hello, I'm the Theorizer. Hello. Wingo the bounty hunter is there to put an end to the mindless rampage. Here's where I have a few ideas. Hello, I'm the Theorizer. And how he's clinically insane.
Life is but a walking shadow.
In the 20th episode of the 9th season, Patrick does the following.
Life is but a walking shadow.
As you can see, he has that sudden snap from idiocy to intelligence. He says a crazy smart statement before once again pausing and flopping onto the ground as if nothing happened. He's referencing Macbeth here, I believe. Quite the scholar Patrick seems to be. Then a lawnmower slices him up and he proves once again that he can multiply. It's almost like Nickelodeon's handing this one to me on a silver frickin' platter, I swear to God. And this is why people have the right to fear Metro Man. His powers are uncontrollable, and the true fear he instills in people is an observation only apparent once you analyze and deduce your way to a shocker conclusion. Wonka tells Charlie how he was getting old and how he needed to find an heir. He then tells Charlie to his face that he'd found an heir. Charlie himself. Charlie delightfully says,
That's why you sent out the golden tickets.
Then Wonka pauses with a look of worry on his face and says, as if to continue to lower suspicion regarding the little boy he clearly spied on. It's all about Charlie. It was always about Charlie. It all happened right around Charlie's birthday when he gets chocolate. The Candyman downtown was most likely in on it too. Wonka fired all of his staff. That doesn't mean he cuts off communication with the people he supplies. And how random that Charlie finds a bit of money just sitting there, planted in the snow, sticking out, just sitting there waiting for him while he's nearby the chocolate bar supplier. Why would Wonka put a golden ticket in his own town as well? It all makes sense by this theory. And to lower suspicion, all that, is just the first reason he's putting up with the kids. To lower that suspicion, and in the process, teach all the kids' parents a lesson. That was my point in my first theory. And now we see it does indeed apply to this 2005 film as well. But this movie has an addition that changes everything. Dr. Wilbur Wonka. I don't think Patrick has just 2 or maybe 3 personalities. I think he has hundreds, dozens of identities that we have no idea he's switching between as we watch him. I'm going to discuss the final theory I accidentally made when overcomplicating things for myself. Enjoy this Lovecraftian freak show.
Oh, God!
that was fun. You still know very little about me, but don't worry, the face reveal ARG thing, the alternate reality game thing that I've been planning since 2016, 2015, it'll still happen eventually. Probably by 1 million subscribers, maybe not though. But what you know will increase over time if you stay subscribed. Until then, I'm the Theorizer.